As European stock markets plummet on Tuesday after big falls overnight in the U.S. and a volatile day of trading in Asia. And now joining us live from Brussels is our correspondent Daniel Bushell. Daniel, how bad is the situation on the European markets? Are we perhaps seeing the beginning of a new crisis here?
Well, this is becoming a bloodbath. Last week was the world's worst for world markets in 3 years, and yesterday became known as Black Monday as shares plummeted. But today has been even worse, and even the cheerleaders for the euro are now depressed. Jean-Claude Trichet, the European central banker, says this is the worst crisis since World War II, and it requires, quote, unconventional measures. Now, when you have a central banker who are famous for their conservatism and calm, coming out with statements like that, you understand why there's panic here throughout Europe, because he hoped his buy-up, the European Central Bank's buy-up of Spanish and Italian debt, which no one wants to touch at the moment, would help the situation. But as we can see on the markets, it hasn't.
This, of course, is very bad news for the euro, which has been stumbling for the last 3 years. How attractive is the single currency today? What are you hearing?
Well, the experts are saying the situation is getting worse, not better, because what the ECB is forcing is making the economies slower and less strong, because it's forcing countries to slash spending, it's forcing them to stop creating jobs, to stop investing in the economy, in infrastructure, in building, in road building. And of course, the number one thing to get an economy out into the open and get it growing again is to stimulate people, get them back to work, get people building things, creating things. So these austerity measures are doing the opposite of what should be happening for the euro and is compounding the problems. Now, Barack Obama has consulted with the heads of Spain and Italy, the latest countries to join the storm. The US president spoke to Jose Luis Zapatero, the head of Spain, and Prime Minister of Italy, Silvio Berlusconi. Economists say US is in a common problem with Europe in that they all have unsustainable debt with no plan B.